Hi, assalamu alaikum dosto, ki hal chala? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would make you a kind of weekly vlog of different things I've been doing, different things we've been eating. So let's get to it. This is a video of my simple chicken Karahi. I'll put the link of the full video down below, and it was really tasty and my husband and my son really enjoyed it, so it's something you should try, and it's so simple to put together, and it's just something easy and you don't really need to marinate or do anything before. And look, you can see it looks delicious. Then the next day I was just doing some cleaning and things in the kitchen, and I could hear the kids playing, and so I just opened the door to see them. And this is our naughty elves doing very naughty things with Nutella. Something I wanted to show you is my daughter is addicted to music. Here she's listening to Punjabi Bollywood music, and it's so funny, she's engrossed. Next, me and the kids went to Pepe's. You don't see my daughter because she's in the buggy. This is our feast, and it was really nice. It was just me and my son having mummy and baby time and chatting away about school and things, anything that's on his mind. It's good to get out of the house and do these things and spend time, because sometimes you can get so busy in house and routine that you don't get to do that. And even though me and my son, mashallah, we have a really good relationship, we do talk about things, I like to take the time out and away from home, away from any other distractions, TV or anything like that, for him to share anything that's on his mind. And he's, mashallah, very chatty, lovely little boy. He's my little best friend. This day that I'm editing the video is the 19th of December, and it's his birthday, mashallah, so he's turning 6. So he's, mashallah, wonderful. He's really chatty, he's doing really well in school and reading his Quran, so super proud of him.
Yeah, like when she's older, or daddy's.
Remember daddy in gave a cookie?
No. Mom and Dad gave you a cookie, but you're not best friends with him, are you? But you talk to her. Oh.
The mama, right?
What is that?
After our lunch, me and the kids went to Rainforest Adventure. It's a soft play near us, and this is a little game Ibrahim is playing. It's a fishing game. It's a really nice big soft play, and Irha was sleeping most of the time, and then just towards the end she woke up, and then I took her into the toddler play area, and Ibrahim also played on the little go-karts, which I'll show you some of the footage of.
Then pull it down, yeah, and catch another one.
Sorry, I think before I called these go-karts, they're actually more dodgems. But they're really quite fun. They've got these little joysticks on them as if you're playing a computer game. I mean, I would love to have had a little shot if it wasn't for just little kids. But you can see he's having loads of fun. It would have been good if it was a bit bigger, like he had more room to kind of roam around in his little dodgem car. All what was happening to Ibrahim was that he was getting hit by various cars in various directions. So I'll leave some of that footage in for you to have a little look at. So after Ibrahim played with the dodgems, he came into the toddler soft play area just to make his sister laugh because she was very reluctant to play as it was her first time going in. You can hear her giggling away as her brother is jumping and he's falling to make her laugh. As we were about to leave the soft play, Ibrahim became totally fascinated by this dancing Santa and he got a picture next to the tree as well. And I've tried to show you a little clip of the rest of the soft play, which is a really big soft play, and I'm trying to avoid getting anyone's face in it. When we got home, I made a simple chicken pilau, just something quick, and it's Ibrahim's favourite dish, so I thought I'd give him something that he can eat and fill up his tummy. And I had some as well, so I made this quick mint raita, so it's just like a mint and coriander and chilies, garlic, yoghurt. This is my daughter again watching one of her favourite songs. It's a song called Larry, and this is a little picture of Ibrahim at his nativity. I couldn't show the full show because of other children. When I got home I made some keto bread rolls. They're low carb, high fat rolls. They don't look very good but they taste really nice. And I've put some chicken breast with a paprika marinade, just with griddled panda, and then fried some chips. And this was my husband's dinner. When he comes home late, no matter what the time, I try my best to make him something fresh. I don't like to give him something, that we've made earlier, or if I leave him to heat it up, he doesn't bother, he just gets too tired. And he'll never say no to chips or fried food, so I just quickly fried some of these frozen chips, which my husband and my niece and nephew and my son really love. They actually don't really like the fresh chips that you make with real potatoes. And as soon as I fried these chips, I put on peri peri salt. This is optional, but my son and husband love peri peri chips when we go out, so I bought this salt from Asda. I just quickly coat it on the fried chips and then shake it around. So I served the chicken that I cooked in the griddle pan. You can see it's lovely and hot and cooked. And I served the chicken with peri peri chips, and I put some sauces on the side, so some sriracha sauce, I normally use that, and mayonnaise. And in one of my other recipes I've made peri peri chicken, which is so simple, and sometimes any of the remainder marinade I'll use that as a sauce as well. I'll put that recipe in the link below along with some of my other popular recipes. There you can see the finished result. So delicious, so tasty, better than eating out if you can make it yourself. Okay, so the next day it was general election, and I wanted to show you that I participated and placed my vote. Not tell you who I voted for, but the party I wanted did not win. After I voted, me and my husband went and did a big huge shop from Aldi's. Mashallah, look at all these things. So we needed basically everything. So you can see all of our fruit, veg, everything. And here's your bill. Then later I made some chicken keema. So here I'm just showing you the onions that I diced. I'll put the full recipe in the comments below. But I just wanted to show you how I did that, and I've put in some brief kind of guidance as I go through the video. So just onions finely chopped. Then in a pestle and mortar, get garlic and ginger. So I've got about 3 to 4 pieces of garlic and a small piece of ginger, and then just mash it up. You can do this in a machine if you want, but I just quickly do it in here and then quickly get it into the pot. So in this pot I've got oil and ghee. I added in the diced onions and I kind of sauteed them, and when they kind of lightly browned or kind of softened, I added in the garlic and ginger paste. I added in the chicken mince at this stage and mix it really well. Whilst I was mixing it, I added in the spices, so I added in salt, black pepper, so 1 of salt, 2 of black pepper. I don't like adding in too much salt. I think if you don't have enough you can add in more, but when you add in too much there's nothing you can do. And I've added in 2 of red chilli powder. And whole cumin, so zira, salad zira, 2 spoons of that, 2 teaspoons. Two teaspoons of chili flakes. One to 2 teaspoons of cumin powder, which is zira powder. And that's dhania powder, which is coriander powder. I just added in 1 teaspoon of that. And then just mix it in properly as much as you can. This is optional, but my husband recommended I add an achari gosht masala, and there's his hand checking that I'm recording. When my husband cooks he always adds in packet masala, which I don't. I would rather build up that taste myself with my own spices, but he likes that shot of the packet masala. So I've just put in 1 packet, which is not essential, just adds a different layer to the flavours. So once you put that in, as you're browning the mince, you're adding those spices into the meat as well, so just mix it really well. So once you've given it a good mix and you've ensured that all the masala has been coated in, try and mash up the mince with the spoon as well, just to kind of separate it. I would cover and cook on a medium heat for 20 to 30 minutes. It won't take a long time to cook. I'm not adding anything in like peas or potatoes or anything because it means I can't eat it as well. And I think I've did this off camera. I've added in some tomatoes, so 2 chopped tomatoes, and I just checked the spice and added in some more red chilli powder. And you can adjust this accordingly as well, just keep garnish with coriander, fresh coriander, and you can serve immediately. Or once it's cooled down you can freeze it, if that's easier for you, and you can defrost it and cook it. You can see here that's it cooked perfectly and it's lovely and hot. As I'm on keto, which is low carb, just trying to be a bit more healthier and cut the carbs out. You can eat this, obviously my husband and son eat this with roti, or you can put it into like a panini and make it into like a hot sandwich, but as you can see here, I've used keto bread rolls which I've made, and I've just put the keema on top of that, put some mayonnaise on it, and it's so delicious, and it makes me feel like I'm joining in eating the same food as my family are, and that I'm not missing out on eating something that satiates your hunger and keeps you nice and full. So do try this, so simple. It might not be something that you've thought of making. Chicken keema, I think a lot of the time people use lamb, lamb mince instead of chicken as an alternative. And you can see I'm just decorating with mayo and sriracha sauce, which I love, and I think it goes with so many different things. And that's the end product. Lovely and tasty and hot, and you should definitely try it. Now, as part of my routine, I wanted to show you something else that I made. It's not a specific recipe that I followed. I felt like something sweet, so I caramelised some apples and I made some keto caramel, which is like butter, sugar and some cream, and then I caramelised, stewed the apples, and I just put it on top of yoghurt. This is my kids reading stories in the tent, and I gave myself a gel manicure, so I thought I would show those clips as well. And this is the end result. So I went into the bathroom as the lighting was a lot better, really sparkly and nice, and they lasted. So the next day, The Mummy was on TV. It's my favourite film ever, and I couldn't not add a little clip of that. So that evening for my husband's dinner, I had some chicken legs, and I have made a recipe for peri peri chicken. I'll add that recipe below. It's really simple, it's just a marinade. So I marinated the chicken for a few hours before my husband came, and then I used a griddle pan to cook it. As it was cooking, I basted or coated with a brush the cooked side of the leg with some more of the marinade, just to keep it nice and moist, keep a lot of the taste in the chicken. And at the same time, like a boss, I was frying chips as well, as that's my husband's favourite. So I just thought I'd show you how easy it is to put something really hot, really tasty together, and it's not as much effort as you think. So this is me just taking the chips out and draining off the excess oil. As it was a peri peri meal, I thought I would put some peri salt on the chips as they're hot straight out the fryer. And this is my husband's plate, so I thought I would show you how I decorated it. Chicken legs, peri chips, and just some mayonnaise, sriracha sauce, and also the leftover marinade. I put it into this little bowl, and the reserve marinade that I made coated the chicken in. I just served it like that, and it makes it so delicious. It actually adds a new level of taste and heat, and it just tastes like peri peri. It's so good. You should definitely try it. Let me know. I'd highly recommend this recipe. So I made a tiny plate for myself. I just took 2 chicken legs and some chips. I'm not supposed to, but I thought I'd treat myself.
Like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye guys!